Lloyd's List is truly an international operation these days, has been for many centuries, but our spiritual home remains London, I think, where I would argue that we are still part of the DNA of shipping. So it's great to be here, setting the agenda for London Shipping Week and getting the debate rolling with what I think will be a very interesting panel debate and a very urgent and necessary one.
We've got two panels for you this afternoon. The first one, we're going to look at the problem itself. What is the problem, not just from a European perspective, but also from an African perspective and an American perspective. And in the second of our panels, in about an hour's time, we'll be looking at the legal and the insurance implications. Not just what happens if, but what happens when.
We believe we're heading for a multi-fuel future. And a lot of people we talk to think that means there'll be a predominance of distillate. Whilst we think that will be one of the solutions, it will by no means be the only solution. Don't underestimate the challenge. This is an unprecedented shift for the supply side of the industry to move from the sulfur level that we have today in heavy fuel to the 0.5%.
But no doubt we need supply adjustments. So this is of utmost importance that we see that change in regulations, including SOP 2020, is incorporated in the strategy of our customers.
The banks are there, they are part of the cycle. So they have to approach the bank on time, let the bank be aware, because some banks that don't do more with shipping, they just deal with the customers, might not really have a concrete view of what is happening.
In this market, money is tight, freight rates are tight. These are not decisions, it's very hard to take. So if you are somebody who owns and runs older ships, then your problem is a very serious one.
The ship owner needs to realise the risk if they do not prepare in a way where their fuel management is very clearly defined to take into consideration the tremendous diversity and range of formulations of fuels that is going to be facing them from one bunker to the next. They could run huge operational risks on board ship.
From an insurance perspective for the future should be a good thing in the sense that the age profile and so on of the fleet should improve, and therefore that in the ordinary way connotes lower levels of claims for both hull underwriters and P&I underwriters going forward. But the downside, the very wide range of different kinds of fuels that may be available from port to port, involving blending of different kinds of original base fuels with distillates and all the rest of it. My goodness, I'm no expert on these technical issues, but that could create, I suppose, circumstances where engine breakdowns become more frequent as a source of loss.
We've had a steep learning curve, not only just for ship owners to learn how to switch over at the 24 nautical mile limit and training of crews on how to do that, but we've also had a steep learning curve for the inspectors and for the enforcement laboratories going through to determine whether or not the fuel is compliant or not. You may buy fuel that's compliant, but what are you actually burning? What's actually in the sample line? What's actually in the tank?